They're demanding that all of the voters be reinstated. Joining us now is Brianna Lyman, correspondent at The Federalist. Brianna, you've been covering this, and there's so many cases of challenges to cleanups of the voter rolls happening across the country. But I guess it's conceivable that some of those 3,000 individuals became citizens after that non-citizen number was issued?
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Secretary of State's office did say. But I think this speaks to the larger issue. States are being hamstringed by the federal government from keeping non-citizens off their voter roll. So, for example, the Department of Justice sues Alabama. You look over to Arizona. Arizona is the only state in the country that requires documentary proof of citizenship to register in a statewide election. They were sued by Biden's Department of Justice. When you want to restore public trust and faith in elections, you need to have ways to ensure that Americans are deciding American elections. And one way of doing that is making sure only eligible voters end up on the voter rolls.
Well, and look, this is also happening. Interesting things are happening in Georgia, where the ballots now have to be hand counted. And you might as well have thought that, you know, someone was burning crosses on people's lawns, the way they react to that, like hand counting. How dare you? That's going to create chaos on election night versus what they've done on election nights. When Philadelphia comes in at the last moment after everyone else has already had their ballots tallied and Philly comes in, you know, to make up the difference.
Yeah, the easiest way to think about this Georgia rule is imagine you go to a bank and you deposit $100. You want to make sure that that slip you get back says you deposited $100. It's called reconciliation. It's a basic accounting process. And all this new rule does is ensure that the number of physical ballots matches the machine count totals. And the reason for this is it ensures that, for instance, a ballot can't be double scanned. It would catch an instance like what happened in Montana recently, where they declared the wrong winner of a race because they overcounted votes. And where did those overcounted votes come from? They believe it came from sample data left behind. So when you have a reconciliation process in place, you catch these issues beforehand.
Yeah, heaven forbid we do that. In Arizona, top Democrats are debating a dire ballot dilemma because they say that a computer glitch meant 98,000 voters had no proof of citizenship.
Yeah, and this is something which, list maintenance, adequate list maintenance would have caught. There have been lawsuits against all 15 Arizona county election officials asking them to do their due diligence under the National Voter Registration Act, the NVRA, to clean their voter rolls. And they allegedly waited too long. So now we're, 6 weeks out from an election, and this is what they find.
All right, Brianna, we'll stay on this. Thank you very much. And we have a Fox News alert. Israel has started a